Hi, welcome again. Scott Stankowski, CentralWisconsinSports.net. Here again with Thad Klasinski, chef and owner of Michelle's Restaurant and Catering. And last week we had some delicious soup. It was great, Thad. Now this week you're going to prepare a salad using the same wild turkey that Austin and I harvested.
So as you know, last week we used dark meat, and that was for the thigh and the leg itself. The leg was going to be used for stock, the thigh for the meat, for the soup, the pulled meat. Today we're using the breast. When the breast came to me, Scott brought them in looking like this. So what I'm going to do to this is I'm going to get rid of all the silver skin. I'm going to pull any big tendons out that I can, clean up any feathers that maybe he forgot to pull off the bird, and get it as clean as I possibly can so that I can take it to make it look something like this. And if I have to cut this into smaller pieces to get it to be perfectly clean, free of sinew and blood and feathers, I might just do that, and then my end product might look something like this. We're using this to put on a grill, and it makes it quite interesting because a breast section of any bird has muscle fibers that run in one direction. In this case, it's going to be running parallel with the table that it's on, but perpendicular to any heat source that we put on it. So that's not what we want to do in the cooking world. We usually want to cook, as we call it in trade, cooking with the grain. So in a perfect world, we would maybe stand this up and apply our heat source to it like that, but we're not going to do that because it's impractical. Instead, we're going to cheat a little bit. I've got my assistant, Austin Stankowski, here. He's got that infamous jacquard, that French tool that's going to break proteins down. He's going to drive that jacquard into these breast pieces. This one right here, Chef Austin. So the needles go through the meat. They're going to separate those muscle fibers. They're going to allow seasonings to penetrate more readily. And because with this product, we're cooking, as I call it, against the grain, it's going to let this cook more uniformly by driving the needles through it. And we're going to jacquard one side, then we're going to flip. We're going to jacquard the other. Okay, that's perfect. Thanks so much, Austin. Well done. So, as I said, also we can cut these pieces down to smaller, maybe user-friendly pieces. This is a rub made with an Aleppo pepper, which is an African pepper, medium heat. We also have coffee, ground coffee in here, Arabica coffee, some dry green herbs as well, a little cayenne. It's going to give it a kind of a sweet, zesty tang. Dry rub on the outside of the meat. Coat it even more generously than you think you need to. A good way to coat is to take a stainless steel bowl, non-reactive bowl, put your rub in the bowl, take your jacquarded piece of meat, kind of like breading a fish fillet, right? You get a dry hand, wet product, you get it in the dry rub, we're going to roll it, then we'll even press it into the sides so it's really coated. We're going to take this dry rub breast, getting it to our broiler. At home, you could use your broiler in your oven, your regular stove. You could start your Weber grill outside. You could do any of it. It's whatever method you choose. You can cook from a heat down broiler. That's what we're using, or we could cook from a heat up grill like a Weber grill at home. And we're just going to put those under the broiler, and they're going to cook at medium heat for maybe 3-4 minutes aside. So we're going to cook them quickly. We're finishing our salad. As you know, we had done the turkey breast, the Aleppo and Arabica pepper rub turkey breast. We've cooked that off on the broiler. I've had it resting here for a little bit. It's off the broiler now. This is the protein that's going to go on top of the salad. I think what I'll do is I'll put this off to the side for just a little bit, and then I'm going to assemble the salad knowing that that's going to be the last item on my salad. I'm a firm believer that a salad should be always looked at as a meal, so put it on a plate that it's deserving, right? Put it on a big plate. We used a big soup bowl the other day for our soup. We're going to use a big glass plate for our salad. We've got, they call it a spring mix, different to oak leaf, radicchio, different types of lettuces. You can buy them in the grocery store. You could even use a different green. You might be a lover of arugula, one of my favorite greens. That's a really nice lemony, peppery green. But it's softer, more tender, gives you a better display, and it actually is a better green for you. We've taken Honeycrisp apples, and again, something you can buy at the grocery store. I've cored them, seeded them, and then I take a little bit of fresh lemon juice and I squeeze it on the apples in advance so they don't brown on me. So these had fresh lemon juice squeezed on top of them. These were cut as much as an hour and a half ago, and as you can see, they're not brown. I grow my own sprouts. These are radish sprouts you're going to get. So we have the sweet apple, we have the kind of tart radish flavor here. For texture and for an earthy taste, we're going to add some pepitas. A pepita is a pumpkin seed, a shelled pumpkin seed. Here's that turkey breast that we had prepped. I'm go ahead and I'm going to julienne it up. I'm going to take it. It's cool enough for me to touch. It's set up. And I'm going to go ahead and drive my knife in thin pieces. Remember we talked about the grain of this breast? Well, now I'm cutting against the grain, okay? And it makes it easier to, I'm going to take it and I'm going to find that other third to the plate. I'm going to lay it there, okay? I'm going to take some more pepitas, sprinkle it over the whole salad. This is our restaurant makes, we have 12 different salad dressings at our restaurant. There isn't a single one that isn't homemade. This is our poppy seed vinaigrette. I think I'll give that recipe on the website as well. It's a vinaigrette. It uses a seasoned rice vinegar, sugar, poppy seeds, a little bit of red wine vinegar, and some other things. It's going to be a sweet, tangy dressing. This is our salad, and as you can see, turkey can be done in many different ways. And I think anyone from a wife to a non-hunter would say, I want that for my salad. Great flavor, great texture, and beautiful presentation. Hello again, boys. Welcome back to Michelle's. As you know, today we were going to do a salad, and I mentioned to you about the salad that salad should be a meal too, just like that soup was. So today's salad, we took a turkey breast and we created something that was a dry rub turkey breast, rubbed with Aleppo and Arabica beans, Aleppo peppers. We grilled that, as you well know, and we put it on a bed of baby greens, spring greens, with some Honeycrisp apple and poppy seed vinaigrette. Before it came out, I added a little bit of grape tomato to it to give it some color, and we have some pumpkin seeds on it as well. Firm believer in pepper on salads and soups, so we're going to put a little fresh black pepper on that. Just because I also believe in cheese, right? Cheese is a good thing. We're going to do some fresh Parmesan on top, just for a neat little touch to the salad. And that is your
Thanks, Dad. This looks
salad.
really great.
Excellent.
Should I just, how do you do this? Just mix it together? Or is it whatever your choice?
I think you get as much on a fork as you can. So maybe a piece of the turkey, a piece of the Honeycrisp apple, make sure you have some of the dressing, and you'll kind of figure out why I put all those things together for flavor and texture reasons.
That's good.